Welcome back. I'm Tommy, and this is Modern Ronin Media, where we talk filmmaking for the people who love the art of filmmaking. Please don't forget to smash the like button, and if you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we post new videos. Today we are going to be talking about the SmallRig Clamp-On Matte Box. Let's start by talking about why to use a matte box to begin with. As many know, camera filtration is extremely useful to get the look and feel you're shooting for. Matte boxes are common sights on narrative film sets, but seen less and less on corporate interview or electronic news gathering shoots. The primary use for the matte box is having universal filtration for any or all of the lenses you're going to be shooting on. Unlike feature films or higher low-end budget shorts, most people are going to be using photographic lenses, which have different filter thread sizes between each lens, which means a bunch of similar filter types of different ring sizes. Common use for filtration with matte boxes is neutral density and creative filters like diffusion, mist, or other effects. Some newer cameras like the Canon C series, the Sony FS series, and the possibility the V Raptor XL from Red will come with a built-in ND filters, which in my opinion doesn't limit the reason to have matte boxes for ND filtration. Many times you may need a graduated ND filter, which those systems don't support internally. We're also seeing the evolution of the behind the lens drop-in filters. These as well don't preclude the need for front of lens filtration. Another use for matte boxes in general is controlling light hitting from the front of the lens itself. Matte boxes like the SmallRig Lightweight Matte Box come with a top flag, which is a flag that hinges from the top of the matte box up and down to control how much light spills on the lens from above, which can cause unwanted lens flaring and odd haloing effects. While more expensive rail-mounted boxes will also come with side and top flags preventing light from spilling into from the side. These more expensive boxes usually have the ability to have 3 stages or hold 3 independent filters and typically have the ability to rotate filters, but some have limitations that they only allow 4x4 filters or the larger 4x5.65. The cost and weight of these boxes aren't practical for lower budget productions and are way too heavy to be used as front of lens clamp-on boxes. Another benefit of the clamp-on box versus a rail-mounted box is that when working with photo lenses, some zoom lenses extend or retract the length of their barrel, which can cause issues with rail-mounted matte boxes. The barrel extension is also an issue with some vintage lenses, which extend or retract length while focusing. The cheapest of the lightweight matte boxes only have a single stage filter setup, meaning they can only hold one 4x4 or 4x5.65 filter. The SmallRig Lightweight Matte Box comes in at a sub $100 price point and has 2 stages. This means you can stack 2 filters in any usable combination you see fit. If you need a graduated ND but want to soften the image with a mist filter, this matte box gives you the ability to do that. So let's get specifically into the SmallRig Lightweight Matte Box. For starters, it is made of a lightweight carbon fiber, bringing the entire matte box weight to 238 grams or 8.4 ounces without filters or the top flag. The top flag is also made of carbon fiber and is removable if not needed. The filter holder at the rear of the box has 2 slide-in slots with independent thumb screws for tightening filters in place. The mounts that are included with the package are the 67, 72, 77, and 82 millimeter ring adapters, all of which are adapted to 114 millimeter outside diameter, which fits most common lenses and simply screws onto the front of the lens while the matte box is fitted over the adapter and tightened into place via thumb screws. The matte box also includes a large top rail that has 4 quarter 20 mounting points and a single quarter 20 mounting point for the optional 15 millimeter lightweight rod mounting system on the bottom. If you have a larger cine style lens, you can also get the optional 95 to 114 millimeter thread adapter. So what are my thoughts? This has been a great purchase I often use with my Komodo for outdoor shoots using my Nissi 1.2 ND filter. Prior to this, I had 2 options for holding any of my filters, which was my extremely large and heavy Tilta rail mounted matte box. And let's face it, that was not an option. Nor was the Lee filter holder, which wasn't a matte box, but it's simply a way to hold square and rectangular filters. And it was primarily used for photography, not for dynamic film work. The SmallRig has worked great in every situation I've used it in. Here are the pros. Very lightweight, so I don't feel like it's putting unnecessary pressure on the lens mount, even with two large filters in place. The fact that the filters are at the rear of the matte box really prevents lens flares, which are common with some other matte boxes which have lens trays at the front of the matte box. I personally have shot with this matte box on the Komodo with the Tokina 11 to 20 at 18 millimeters with no vignetting. Cons, the top flag mounting point has come loose a few times, causing the flag to fall onto the front of the matte box, even when mounted on a static tripod. SmallRig thread ring adapters are limited without the need for step-up rings. It would be great to see if they offered a few adapters for smaller lenses in the 50 millimeter thread size range. The thumb screws to hold the filters in place can easily be lost due to the fact that they can be completely backed out of their holes, which sadly has happened to me recently. Final takes. I would love to see a version of this matte box that allows one stage to rotate. Yes, I know it's a pipe dream. Otherwise, if you're looking to standardize your filters to large square or rectangle filters, then this is a matte box for you. The fact that it has two stages makes it hands down the best sub $200 matte box on the market, period. We have so much more coming this year. I am amped to be creating again, and thanks so much for watching. And as always, get out there and create great things. Don't focus on the best equipment on the market. Focus on the equipment that works for you. Have a great one.